Right, we're back. Let's see if this holds. Is that going to slowly fall?
I don't know. You can always duct tape it.
Seems to be holding for the moment.
Alright.
So far, so good.
But you know what you can use? You can use the cable to hold it back. Always perfecting our system.
You know, professional. Anyway, we're back in the office. Plodding away with edits. Ask us questions, you know the deal. Eric's going to be working on some VO. I'm working on the edit, which requires the VO. Oh, have you seen this YouTube chat?
Yeah, I have. I was trying to figure out what the application would be.
How do you do the YouTube chat?
Well, if you just...
Add contacts and paste video URLs to share in chats.
It's like... I'm not sure, but...
Pause.
Yeah.
Dennis got us the video. He's got us the picture of the money in Whittier, Alaska.
No way. Is he online right now?
Yeah, he wants us to give us an email. I'll send you the...
No way. For real?
Yep. I'm sending you an email now, Dennis. Boom.
That is insane.
We are super excited.
I'm going to make a big deal out of this.
Hey, Tracy Dobson. You are?
Well, yeah. Isn't it cool?
I think it's very cool. I'm curious as to what a big deal is going to be.
I don't know. I'm cooking it up in my brain right now.
All right, stay tuned. Well, thanks, Dennis. How was your trip to Whittier? Are you still there? We want to hear all about it. That's so cool.
Wow, that's awesome.
Something's playing the video.
Was that
I
me?
can hear my voice. Is it you? Or is it me in my...
Oh,
it's me in my...
It's me in my headphones and your head. You got stereo from our headphones.
Got it.
Mini me in the headphones.
Look at me listening to my headphones.
That is super cool. I got it.
He's here till October. He'll send it tonight. Thanks, Dennis. That's unreal.
I'm here until October. So you're in Whittier, like, permanently, or just like during the daytime, or you going out on a ship or what? I can't remember if you're on land or on the water or what.
That's all I need from Ron at the moment.
Oh, okay. I thought he had to prove some stuff.
Well, he did, but I mean...
Moving on?
Do you want me to prompt him to prove it?
Move on. Oh, I see. Fish processing warehouse. Okay. Far out. I had some friends who did that for a while, funding their various adventures and what they're doing. Cool. Don't drink all your money. I heard that happens in Whittier. So, to this chat thing, do you think that YouTube is seeing that you're not able to share YouTube videos in Facebook, that this whole kind of conflict between Facebook and YouTube, that they're trying to create a more engaged, I guess not more engaged, but more personal social network inside of YouTube where you can share these now? Or is it something totally different? Because I was thinking if YouTube could create something like Facebook, where you actually can network your content, that would be great. Because that's what we used to use Facebook for.
Right, no, but then now that Facebook's dumped all your YouTube videos.
I mean, I only post stupid shit on Facebook anymore. You know, like me working in the yard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Good question. Je ne sais pas.
So for everybody watching right now, let us know if you're new to watching us and wondering what the heck it is you're watching, and we'll explain it to you. Let us know where you're from, what's going on. But for everyone watching, this is our slow TV kind of. We're in our office. We're getting ready to produce the next projects that we're going to go out on. This is what we do. This is what we do most of the time. And then all the sexy stuff out in the world is a little bit of time. I'm going to drop a link in here to show you, those of you that are new to our office TV, drop a link that shows you what we actually do when we're not sitting in these chairs. Got about 7 people up right now, dude. Where's that trailer at? Never comes up for me. All right, let's see here. Hey, Sir Alter Ego, how you doing? What did Dennis got back to me on this? No drinking, just work. Yes. Same here most of the time, unfortunately. Hi, Tracy, how you doing? Should keep the trailer and the subscription of these live vids. That is a good idea. I think we will do that because we keep having to copy and paste it. Where it might be. I wonder what's down in there. I'll have to take a look. Oh, I guess we didn't do a description. And you know what? We need to do it ahead of time, I think, because we can't edit it while it's live.
Was this?
Tracy was saying that when we go live, we should take the time to put a description of what we're doing and the primarily the trailer link in there, so we can just say go to the description.
I can't edit it now, can I?
No, we can't do it while we're live.
Edit video.
It's gonna go like, what? Can you? No.
Because it doesn't show up here. Unless I send myself the link and try and edit it in there on the phone.
Hold on. Go to your Creator Studio. That's not it. Up on it. Click. Yeah. Oh wait, now you're there. Okay, go to live streaming, right there. The down arrow. Oh, it has this. There. Can you?
Yeah, but that's not what it's called. I did give it a name. It's
Oh, okay. So
wait,
go back up then. Where's the one that's? Oh, click events. Yeah, that's us. Can we edit it? Can we highlight a link? What's insert? What's in try inserting something? What the hell is that?
Ad insertion. We just let ads run.
What about, so we can slate in our own little commercials.
No, that would be if they let other ads run.
Oh.
That we should then be monetized off.
What's that slate then? Alright. Oh, go up with what's broadcast alert. What's under none? Oh. Well, can't do it. What happened to our feed, Viv? Did you mess with our feed?
What happened?
I don't know. Get out of there, yo.
What should I slate out? Slate was removed.
Oh, yeah, you put a slate over the top.
Oh,
That's what
really?
happened. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. We're stuffing about.
Yeah, we lost like 3 people. We're not that bright. Interesting. We're trying to figure out how to optimize this a little more, and we are not sure what we're doing with it.
No idea.
Okay. So, some work here, huh?
I mean, Tracy makes a good point. I just got to figure out if I can send the trailer.
We just gotta do it ahead of time.
The problem is I fill it all in on the phone, and like I don't have any of the links.
Maybe we should just, for this sort of thing, we should in the notes have just a thing we copy and paste in.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, B. Caldwell, how's it going? So if you guys stick around for a while, in a little bit I'm going to be voicing some voiceover for Viv and what she's doing. It
I'm gonna see if I can
probably
edit.
should be funny.
Hold the phone. We're not going. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Dream.
What are these for? Transitions?
This is so strange. I've never seen this before. Beam. Beam's pretty boring.
It's just like,
We could do it like we're in a whole, like the whole thing's in an 8mm film,
well, that's kind of cool. I like that.
right?
That's cool.
Pick your favorite theme, and we'll do it.
Wait, can I pick mine? I like
No,
that
you don't
one.
get to pick. It's audience picking.
Uh-huh.
Documentary style, sepia, silver screen. That's a little like old school, like black and white.
I like the 8mm. It's like old porn film.
Took us like what, 5 minutes to get there. Haunt. Woo! That looks crazy. I'm not gonna do that. Oh look, this is kind of cool.
With the tongue.
I like this one. It's like I'm in a comic book.
That's cool. You've always
It
wanted
is
to be a
kinda cool.
superhero.
Except we lost. Oh no, I'm still there.
No, we haven't lost you. You're still on screen.
All right. Well, there you go. These are the options. You've seen them all. Let us know what we want, and the highest voted one, we shall run that for a while until people get annoyed with it. This one. Which one, Colin? Should have been paying attention.
Oh, somebody voted there. 8mm.
Did they? So I wonder who that someone is.
It's cool.
I think it's obviously Eric. Hi, Colin, by the way. Anyway,
Hey, Colin.
what I was trying to do before I got distracted on that was to edit the description. Whoa! We lost control.
What'd you? Oh,
There's a vote for plain video. Look, I don't think this thing is...
I told you it's slightly broken.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to buy a new one.
Yeah.
I don't think I can... I don't think I can edit this without...
I don't think you'd edit it.
So I'll just do it for next time.
We just dropped the link in there.
Looks like we've got 2 votes for plain and 1 vote for the comic book.
And one for 8mm.
No, that doesn't count. I told you you're not in the running. Alright, we'll keep it plain. Although I just think the comic book is the best.
It would be cool if it had splashes of color in it. You know,
Yeah.
random splashes of color would be good.
Whoa, nice one, B.
Yeah.
We're not capable of playing.
Porn guy doesn't get a vote. Hey.
So, who's seen this week's crew episode where I get to stick a needle in Eric?
Oh,
Let me know.
somebody said something earlier.
What did it?
Yeah.
Because that whole comment about we're not capable of playing video, you made that same joke when like the guy was explaining what austere medicine was.
Oh, yes. That was pretty good. That was one of my favorite episodes, to be honest. It was quite funny. I was tremendously engaging. That's why they pay me the Tom Cruise level.
Yes.
At the Tom Cruise level.
I need to drink water.
Oh, try this.
I'm dehydrated.
Try this. This is Core.
Where'd you get this from?
FTM. I have it it's half diluted there.
It's pretty good.
You can try it. It's up.
Is it electrolytes?
Yeah, it's electrolytes and a little bit of tiny bit of electrolytes, carbs, a little protein. What this is there's a brand, not a brand, a company called Feed the Machine that carries all these different brands for endurance athletes, and they want to take a look at sponsoring us with product.
I like it.
So we carry it around, and so I've been testing a little bit of the product out.
We'll make some cool videos for him.
Yeah. So he wanted it. You were there. He wants us to pick one or two that work.
Okay.
I like this better than it does the same thing as Noon. Just
I like it.
I dig it. It comes in a powder.
So to take a little pause on work here, as opposed to the other work, I am basically at the point where the VO is now going to start to change the edit. So would you like me to should I get onto a crew episode for this week? And because you might be, the rest of the day on the VO and pick up this. Basically, should I close this and open up another project?
Well, I guess right now I've got quite a bit to write. I'm going to read in the stuff I do have, so I can hand that over. If you want me to read in 3 or 4 pieces and you drop it in and then wait again, you can. But
sounds like I should get onto the crew episode.
Get onto that episode, and I'll try and get quite a ways along on this today.
Got it. Excuse me for a moment, I'll be right back. Tracy has a theory. She thinks that Eric swears more the more nervous he gets. She says, I realized that Eric swears more the more nervous he gets.
I would say I don't get nervous. I honestly don't get nervous. I think probably I swear more. I think it's just laziness, to be honest.
She's referring to the last video. She's referring to the needle.
Oh, I wasn't nervous there.
There was one moment.
Oh my gosh.
When you edit things, right, and you repeat people over and over again, like you listen to the tonation of it. There was one moment which stuck out to me, was when he said, I am like trying to find the vein, and I'm going, this one, right here, and he goes, that's up to you. And you go, it is most certainly not up to her.
Yeah.
And there's the level and the tonality is like, I'm kind of joking, but at the same time, fuck no.
Okay.
And it was like a twinge of nervousness covered with ha ha ha, but fucking no.
Well, see,
do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about, and I'm not the kind of guy to deny if something like that was happening. I was trying to gin it up quite a bit while we were there to get some dynamic.
And there are moments where that happens, like when the fishing around, like when I stick the needle in and I can't find it, it's like fish around, and then but your delay is a little more relaxed on that one because he says fish around and there's quite a delay, and then you go fish around. You need a better terminology for that one, and that's kind of a little more natural. The bit where he says it's up to you, because you can hear me the whole time being like, where do I stick him? And I'm asking him to like fucking tell me because I've never done this before. And then he goes, what's up to you? And you're just like...
Huh. I don't recall being nervous.
I do recall...
I don't think you
were nervous. It was just more like, I don't want to fucking have just being jabbed in the wrong spot.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, I do recall at that period of time when that was going on, thinking to myself, I wasn't worried about pain or hurting. I just don't stab me in the like bicep muscle or something. Try and, I hope she hits the vein itself, versus the
Did you see the shock I got when it did hit?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
Because I thought, like, I didn't realize how deep in I had to go. And I think that was also part of the problem the first time in. Because I was quite certain I got you the first time. And that's kind of why the fish around makes sense, because I just got you under the subdermis layer.
Got thick skin.
And then you see me kind of push it, like, kind of like actually push harder, because like your skin was like grabbing the needle, if you know what I mean? And I couldn't like gently push it in.
Yeah, you gotta puncture.
Well, you see me
Yeah,
pump.
you got
I actually
stab it in.
I actually go for a stab. Like you can see that my hand muscle is like a.
That's one thing people don't realize, especially like when you're skinning an animal or something. Skin is super tough.
Yeah. So anyway, it was interesting from my perspective. When I finally hit your vein, it was like I had to like break through a reasonably tough.
Yeah, it kind of released it, right?
Right, and then it went, and then you can see me in the video. I'm like, ah.
I was concerned that you were gonna have to stab me several times, which I just didn't.
Because we were up to the second stab.
Just didn't want to do it.
Because we'd missed one, and then I was going in for the second stab, and Eric's like, how long is this going to take?
Yeah.
I didn't realize how far you had to actually stab someone.
That was pretty cool, though. It was cool to do. I
would have passed out if it was Eric doing it to me.
You know what? Towards the end of that, I was going to say, all right, my turn, let's do it. But then I thought, that might be pushing her a little too far.
I'd have fucking
She plays along with most things.
I'd have passed out, man. I mean, you probably could have done it. I just been like...
No, we can't undermine your superhero-ness.
I'm not saying I would pass out, because I assume I would. I know for a fact I pass out when I get blood donated. I've told you that story.
Yeah, that's a good ep. I dig it. You guys who haven't seen the ep yet, go out and watch the ep where Viv does a field blood transfusion, or starts one.
There's actually more to come. I'm going to cut because the medic teaches both of us how to do it first on another guy, and he actually sets up the full blood transfusion and the blood bag, and then I do it on Eric. But I'm going to save that for another kind of how-to video because it's the actual doctor doing it. Yeah.
Hey Morgan, how's it going? Just reading the Nomadic. I just call everybody by the first word they use in their name.
Hey Nomadic.
Let's see, what do we got here?
They're saying that you have nerves of titanium or Nordic leather. I like this bit. You're quite the poet. Nordic leather. Do you know they actually have a handheld monitor that you can wave over the skin to see where the veins are?
Oh yeah? Did not know that.
Yeah, we didn't have one of those. I also, in case you didn't notice when you saw the video, I didn't tie your, the first time around I didn't tie your, what's this? Strap?
Tourniquet?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really a tourniquet, was it?
Well, it's not a proper one, it's just one for doing that.
Anyway, but I didn't tie it tight enough.
Oh yeah,
And you saw he ties it tighter again.
Yeah, super tight.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Tourniquets in general gotta be pretty dang tight.
Turns out it makes it a lot easier to see your blood.
Somebody new there, Toots. Hi Toots, where are you from? Morgan said to come over and check out the channel. Thanks.
Welcome Toots.
We got a few people that have come over from doing other things.
Yeah, and thank you Morgan for recommending us. Woo! Thank you. Actually, should we run a small prize? We were going to do prizes on this thing. Should we? I remember when we first started this, like a couple of weeks ago, we were like, we should have some giveaways, like a patch or something for someone who recommends friends or something, or stickers or something.
Yeah.
We've got so much cool stuff.
What? Not off my shelf. Not giving anything away off my shelf.
No one gets.
But we got a sticker drawer. We got some hats, I think too. Not sure where. We got some other stuff that we never use. We get given stuff a bit. You know what would be a great thing was that with FTM. We can get him to give us some stuff to give away every week.
B's testing you to see if you know his name.
No, you know what? I don't know the names of, I think,
I know his name.
most people. Well, yeah, but
Because I'm
I,
attentive and I care about you all.
ah, man, I, I don't remember stuff like that. Viv will vouch for it. Even, and it's not because it's like you guys or anything. Literally, like big time name movie stars.
He's terrible.
I will just make up the name.
He's like John Pitt. You know that movie we watched the other day with like John Pitt? I'm like, you mean Jason Statham? Like none of the names that you mentioned?
I just make up names for people because I don't know. It's just one of those things.
Ian Ellis LLC. Can we get a shout out for my friend Joe Booney? He's an 18-year-old sportscaster from Toronto, and we are currently petitioning to get Joe a ringside guest spot announcing an upcoming wrestling event.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Ian Ellis, what do you want us to say? What do you want us to say?
How do we shout out?
What do you want us to do? And as long as it's appropriate, we're pretty game for most stuff.
That's cool, though.
It's Brian, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Although I
remember now.
Although I have forgotten Sir Alter Ego. We've actually sent stuff to Sir Alter Ego.
Yeah.
And I feel terrible that I've temporarily forgotten Sir Alter Ego's name.
You know, I call my kids by random names. Most of the time I call them Vivian, which really ticks them off.
There you go. I was going to do something and then I got well distracted. I'll be back. Be back.
Ah, Luke. Got it. She'll be back in a minute. All right, Toots is from Canada. Done some work up in Canada before. Up there, I like the, I've been up in the west side of Canada. Banff, the Kootenays, Pacific Range, up in the islands. Did some paddling up in the islands up there in Canada. So today, so Viv was, she was trying some of this stuff I'm drinking today called Core. And I was telling you guys, you know, we're always working on sponsors and that sort of thing and funding our projects. And so some of the sponsors are just product. It's kind of a scratch each other's back sort of thing. And then some come in and they fund some of the projects we do. Anyways, this one is called Core, and it's a thing from Feed the Machine. It's basically an online nutrition store for endurance athletes and stuff, but it's pretty cool. We're thinking of doing a few things with them, and I'm going to drop in the link to their store just so you can check out who these guys are. We don't get paid by them or anything. This is not a commercial. We just happen to be drinking it here today. Let's see here. All right, I do have to do a little work here while we're chatting, or I'm going to fall farther behind than I am. So I think I'm done with edit. Save. Yeah.
So I'm jumping ahead a few days to do the tour of Hacksaw Ridge. You cool with that? So we can get it out sooner rather than later.
Yeah, totally.
Luke. I remember. Well, I didn't remember. You reminded me. Thank you, Luke. Toots is in the northeast. You northeast, are you Washington or Oregon? Are they the only two northeast states?
What?
Washington and Oregon. Like when people talk about the
That's
Pacific.
Northwest.
Oh, sorry, I'm an idiot.
No, we could, the North, they call the Northwest is Idaho, Washington, Oregon, sometimes they include Montana, but not really.
The Pacific Northwest, I assume it's
yeah,
Oregon
yeah.
and Washington.
No, they include Idaho in the Pacific Northwest
Oh,
often.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That chunk.
I thought it was if you had to have a Pacific coast. I don't know. I mean, I follow you. We use New Brunswick, Canada. That's really cool. Tracy.
My comment.
Thank you, Eric. We use Skyscanner to get flights. Did you go and see your son at boot camp? Anyway, Skyscanner if you're interested. We use Skyscanner to find best priced flights.
Hey, for this playlist, what kind of video thumbnail am I going to use?
Of the overall playlist?
Yeah, well, each.
What have we done for crew cuts?
Not the over. Well, is it not the? Is there a thumbnail for the overall playlist? There's one for each video.
Yeah. So you asking about? I think I've just done the most engaging video, the thumbnail.
Okay.
So when we go to our playlists.
So you scrubbed along till you found something.
Well, they only give you 3 options. I don't think they do it like Vimeo.
Yeah, you either scrub or I see what you're saying. They don't allow you to scrub.
I don't think so, unless something's recently changed.
So we don't do a titled. Okay,
so I used to put crew cuts up front, but I think we changed it and put it at the back end. So what you can do now is go, eating a sea urchin, or how to cook a sea urchin, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then at the end, in just our little square brackets,
yeah,
put Eric's side tracks.
Okay, and so I don't need to Photoshop a special thumbnail then. Just the most engaging.
See, I've just done the most engaging one.
Okay. All right. Cool. Got it. It's all caps. The playlist title is all caps. No, it's not. Okay. But it's all caps in the title.
I used to, again, we kind of we changed.
Yeah. Basically, I'm asking which convention do you want me to use? That? Okay.
Probably that one.
Okay.
Don't know. I obviously haven't. I used to have a convention, but you see, my convention doesn't work.
For SEO.
For, I used to take care and, like, capitalizing and making things look cool, but...
No, I appreciate that a lot, and I liked it. But we come up against that YouTube could give a shit about it as far as finding the videos and distributing them.
Yeah. What do we want to call Japan on this playlist? You know how each one of them are like, Our Most Deadly Job and Guns, Sticks and Temples, Making a Ski Film. Do we want to... What do we want to call
it? We can say something. We can refer to the U.S. Army in some way.
How do we get a
playlist? Working with.
Japan. What about like, what are the three main things? Like, Australia was beaches, bush and barbecues, canyons to townships of South Africa, Ireland was broken bones and bad weather, Kyrgyzstan was wrestling, makeup and skiing, Belize was guns, ticks and temples. So we can do...
Good question. I think somewhere for the SEO we got to say U.S. Army in there, and we have the okay to say that. But we need to say something else.
Right, U.S. Army base.
East China Sea or Okinawa. Maybe it's U.S. Army base in Okinawa.
Working. About that.
Yeah. Do you think we should have anything referring to the adventure race stuff or not? So that's going to be in this playlist.
It's going to be epically long then at that point.
I know. No, not in addition. I meant.
We can always add a description.
Yeah. I like that one right there. Working on U.S. Army base Okinawa, because it fits in with the stuff we're doing in the other playlist titles.
Can we say this when I'm writing here?
Yeah, he said we could. Just no more detailed than that. Oh, so they're talking about ABC canceled Sledgehammer here in our chat. Weren't you just telling me about that today?
Sledgehammer? Roseanne.
Yeah.
Why'd you say Sledgehammer?
That somebody said that.
Because she's as subtle as a sledgehammer? Is that the idea?
Oh, I get it. Maybe that's it.
I'll jump onto the chat in a minute.
Yeah, no problem. Twitter is evil. I think we should use Twitter. You and I. more. I don't need another thing though. It's just another thing.
All right, what do we get here? Yeah, you guys all raised some very good points. I really chimed in on this conversation way too late. They had a whole chat about Twitter and Roseanne and monitoring freedom of speech.
Yeah, we talked about that a little this morning, didn't we?
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting one. I mean, obviously, she was effectively working for a private company, you know, and they have obviously their ideas and values, and she went against them, but I don't know, is it in her contract not to say that shit?
I don't know. I mean, that's why they wanted her, I assume, is because she's outspoken.
That's what I thought.
Who knows?
Wouldn't you want to ride this? I don't know. But, we do have Twitter, though. So whether we should get on it or not, we just run out of time a little bit. So it's just another thing. We're barely managing the YouTube. What is our handle, though? Let me see if I can find it. But I think it's on our website. If you go to oneeyeopen.tv. Twitter is a little bird. You can click on that. So it's twitter.com/oneeyeopen live. I think the idea behind that was we thought we were going to go live on Twitter a lot, but we did not.
Well, we should.
Maybe we should.
Maybe we should. I mean, people seem to, when I read about content marketing, they seem to constantly use Twitter all the time. And I just kind of gloss over it because it's like, well, another thing we got to activate on every day. And we're activated. We're bandwidth thin.
Hello Liquid Sword and hello Mr. Info. I don't know if I've seen your name around here before, so let us know if you're new and where you've come from, and if you have heard of us, You probably might want to know why we're doing this, going live from our office. I assure you, I just mispronouncing the English language here, that we are way cooler than we are, and I'm going to send you a link to who we are, and you can check us out. Or just go to the channel and look at our other videos.
Yeah, we have quite a few people watching here, about 15 or so, that's quite a few for us. It's really cool you guys have joined to chat and interact with us. This is what we do most of the time, trying to run our adventure film business. We're not out adventuring. We're here
If we're
working.
not out adventuring.
When we're not.
When we're not. Not, we're not out adventuring.
We're not out right now.
I think I'm really dehydrated.
Anyways, when we're not out adventuring, we're creating the business. It takes a lot of money to fund these things, and we're always trying to showcase how we give value to brands and companies so they'll want us to come out, do some cool stuff so they can make money. And most of that takes time on the computer, editing the content we produce, talking, having meetings. We have one today at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And in the
They want you to stop blabbering and answer the rib question.
What? There was a rib question?
Oh yeah, look.
Oh.
You got two people that are concerned about your ribs.
Liquid sword, yes, the rib. So interesting. My rib is just now to where I don't feel it all the time as a dull pain. When I exercise or I stretch or something, because I haven't used that musculature in the external obliques.
You asked.
When I exercise, it does get painful, but it's been about 6 weeks, which is about the time I expected it would take for my ribs to heal. So I'm doing pretty good right now. I've started lifting weights again and exercising regularly because it isn't painful constantly now. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm excited to start running. When I was running, the movement up and down was just too painful. So ribs are healed, and getting close to getting ready for the next adventure, which we're making up right now. Yeah. Yeah, well, I had to try that obstacle course. I don't know why. It's a point of contention. For everyone watching, though, let us know where you're from, who you are. Chime in on the chat. Or if you're just lurking, that's totally cool too. We have a lot of people who say, listen, I like watching at work, but I can't interact. Totally cool with that. And we do work also, so we can't always chat, but we'll try. Hey, you want to know an interesting fact?
What's an interesting fact?
That the infamous snail video
Mm-hmm.
went over 500,000.
No, you're not high-fiving those. No.
What?
I mean, what?
516,000 views.
What?
I know.
The wrong video.
Yeah. I love it that it's a snail video, though.
What?
I love it that it's a snail video. Never since Switzerland. Does this limit out? Oh, sorry.
This is not the image of Okinawa that I would like pick. Is like my vision of Okinawa. To me,
No.
that's like Tahiti or New Caledonia.
It's also anywhere. I would pick some of those areas with the rock arches and makes it really interesting, right?
Right?
Well, they probably got what they paid for.
Or again, it could be that thing like we had with Belize, is that you and I were like, where was that Belize? Like everyone keeps talking about how beautiful Belize is, and you and I are like, what?
Yeah, I never even saw the blues. I never saw that.
No.
On the plate is pineapple, yes. We're sharing a bit of pineapple. It's summertime here. Not that we can grow pineapple, but it seems like something to get.
We saw that. And that.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. That's an odd, like.
Bird. This is a bird. What kind
We
of bird?
kind of saw that, although it wasn't in that area. Oh, they've got two lots of.
Castles. Well, there's one up on. Remember, there's that one up on the ridge too. There was a wall up there, the Ryukyu.
So I think isn't this the one we went to? So there's three. One. Oh, there's a lot of them.
No, we were. Where's Torrey Beach? Yeah, we were down in this.
Kimi
We were
Castle.
up here somewhere. Yeah.
So there's another one up here.
Well, it was an empire. They better have more than one castle.
Well, there was one. Remember, there was a castle on the on Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, like a part of a wall or something. I was asking you. Sorry.
Sorry.
Does this? Is this number out? Like, there's only so many you can put, right?
Yeah, but I've never reached them. They're so
Okay.
big.
So, well, I can't think of anything then. Huh?
Actually, it's not even on Okinawa, Eric. We never even got there. See these white sand beaches?
Oh.
It's over on Miyayakajima.
It's in the archipelago, but not on the island, the big island.
But they'll certainly sell it to you as if it is.
Oh yeah, there's an extra flight you gotta take. Sorry about that.
you keeping this for any reason?
No, I thought you might want it for the edit.
Well, I've got one. Isn't that the same one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
But I mean, mostly I need the information from Ron.
Okay.
Liquid Sword is asking if we have any particular experience you want to share with us from Japan, like an anecdote. Well, hopefully we're sharing them all with you on the crew episodes each week.
Particular experience.
Is there one? There was one we didn't film because we forgot our cameras and we didn't realize it was.
What was that?
It was the night that Ron said, "Do you want to come and
Oh.
hang a checkpoint?"
Well, that wasn't forgot our cameras. That was like, how are we going to film that?
It was a bit of both.
We could have filmed it, but it had been a big production to do it. But that was one of the cooler.
That was one of the cooler
Right.
ones, and we are a little bit bummed. So I will tell you that story. It was the night before Ron's adventure race.
It was the night before. I love that start. Get it? Night before Christmas.
I got it, but it genuinely was the night before the race.
So,
There was no other way for me to say that. It was an appropriate use of the phrase.
I know. It just every classic story starts the night before. Go ahead. Sorry for interrupting.
It wasn't dark and stormy though. Actually, it was a tid stormy,
it
and it was dark.
was dark and stormy.
I wouldn't say stormy though. It was an upset sea though.
A flustered sea.
It was a flustered sea, the night before the race. And anyway, forget the sea for the moment. What I'm saying is, Ron came to us, and Eric and I were about to go to bed, and get our camera gear ready. Other way around, get our camera gear ready and go to bed. And Ron said, "Do you wanna come hang this checkpoint?" Naively, I thought it was just a checkpoint that you could drive to. I don't know why I assumed that. I must have just assumed the lowest common denominator. But we agree, and he says, "I'll get you back to your cabin in an hour." So Eric and I go off. We go back to Ron's place, and Ron hands me a wetsuit. I'm like, "Where is this checkpoint, Ron?" I mean, it's 10 o'clock at night at this point. It's no wetsuit for Eric. He also hands me a pair of booties and snorkel mask. And I was like, "Oh, well, we're committed now." So the checkpoint that he needed to hang was in a cave underwater. But to top it off, the access to this part of the water was via a scuba diving company who owned this set of stairs. And at night, they closed the gate to the stairs. They don't want anyone swimming in the water at night. Anyway, so we had to jump the fence. Actually, Ron and I crawled under the fence. Eric just walked through the fence.
I had my broken ribs, mind you.
So Eric just obviously had enough strength to just push open like this little gap between the fences. And so we kind of basically broke into this staircase. It seems like an odd thing to break into though. I don't feel too bad about this because it was a staircase into a public ocean. So.
Fair point.
So we run down the stairs. We're not running. We get down the stairs, and this is where the kind of flustered sea comes in. I mean, it's dark at night at this point. Ron is not putting his flashlight on because he lets us know at this point that he doesn't want the police or the security guards to see us because we'd just jumped the fence into this staircase area. So, without really seeing what we're doing, Eric jumps into the water, and Ron and I follow, and off we go, and we swim, I don't know, 10 minutes? I got no sense of how far it was, because I couldn't see anything.
I want to say it was like
Couple
maybe...
of K?
I don't...
No, maybe not a K.
I was thinking maybe more like, what would K have... What's that? What is a K in miles?
Like 0.6 of a mile?
Yeah, something like that. I'd say about a K then. A little less than a mile.
1 kilometer to a mile. The pace of this story has dropped off.
Yeah, it's about that.
Yeah, there we go.
A little over half a mile.
There you go. So we swim to this cave, and of course the entrance to the cave is like, if you can imagine, a kind of flustered sea, and it's moving about and it's tossing about, and we're trying to negotiate all these rocks, which is really hard coral. And if you saw our live tour of Hacksaw Ridge, then you'd understand how insane the coral on this island is. It's like jagged concrete. So Eric, who's got longer legs than me, is bashing himself with a broken rib, no wetsuit, smashing himself against these rocks, and we're trying to navigate the entryway into this underground.
Remember, with one tiny little flashlight.
Which he
big.
didn't want to turn on because he didn't want people to see us.
That's right.
So, you might have bloody well have forgotten it. Well, you needed the flashlight when we got into the cave. So we finally get into the cave, and of course it's beautifully calm and serene inside the cave because it's protected, and it was just glorious. There was fluorescent fish. Eric knows the name of them.
Didn't you, when you turned that corner to go in there though, and it got really serene and still, didn't you have for a moment like this, like B horror show feeling? Like, there's a moment where I was like, this is just like in the setting of one of those really bad B movies.
You know, surprisingly enough, that didn't get my hackles up as much as when I'm like alone in my room and I think someone's going to come in and axe murder me. I felt more comfortable in that cave. Because I figured an axe murderer is not going to go to the fucking effort I just went to swim a kilometre in the middle of the bloody dark with sharp coral underneath being scratched. I think at this point, well, great, you can go and axe murder me because you've earned it.
For me, it was like exactly that moment in the production where it just goes quiet and the water calms and oh shit's going to go happen.
I guess in like a B horror movie that like had like a shark that was attacking us.
Yeah,
Like,
a giant octopus.
you know, we swam into its lair and then roar, and then it got the hot girl in the bikini and
Viv's dead.
anyway. We sidetracked. It was actually a beautiful cave. I didn't realise maybe Eric was going a little hypothermic because at one point we were in there and Ron and I in our wetsuits were swimming around having a great old time hanging this checkpoint underwater. And Eric goes, hey guys, not to concern you, but I'm going a little cold here. I've probably got about 10 minutes, which is about the time it takes to swim back. Did we have the current against us coming back? Was it the other? I feel like it was a faster swim back.
No, we were going against it. It was coming when we were going there. It was a bit of a rough swim. Coming back was not so bad.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It was quicker coming
I was
back.
playing through it in my head.
Sorry. It was quicker coming back. I don't know. Anyway, but
Yeah.
so we quickly had to hurry up and hang the checkpoint underwater, and swam all the way back through the same motion. The entry and the exit in and out of the cave was my only concern. If you suddenly got like a bomb set come through, you know, like a set of waves that were slightly like, you know, that's how I got caught in the rocks last time. With a bomb set, I got trapped between.
But that little seamount right at the entrance was my concern. I could just see me being dropped by a bomb set right on top of that thing, and then done with my legs. That's why I told you guys to go out and find it for me so I don't run into it.
That's right. We went in first, didn't we?
Yeah, because I couldn't see very well. I didn't have that tiny little shitty light.
So that was actually one of the cooler adventures, but sadly it was a little rushed and we didn't have our water camera gear set up, and it was the worst conditions to film anything. It was dark with no light, and because that's what dark means, and it was in the water, like underwater water, not just wet. So it was we needed water housing and we needed light. And I don't think we could have pulled it off with Ron needing for us to be so secret.
Oh, with all that stuff? No, not at all.
Because he wanted us to be like dark ninjas. Water ninjas. Being really rebellious. Anyway, so there you go.
That's funny.
Bioluminescent, correct, Brian. Brian's a diver, so I assume that you've run into this stuff.
That was pretty neat. The bioluminescence was really cool.
Yep. So there you go. Liquid, so I'm glad you liked the story. And I'm glad you asked us to tell it, because that is sadly the only one that you're not going to see visually. So you got the old school version. You got original storytelling.
Which is cool.
But you can actually see the cave in daylight because, of course, we hung the checkpoint for the race. So the edit that I'm working on right now, and Eric's writing the VO for, you can see the racers in the daytime swim to the cave, go through the cave, and you can actually see the cave at daytime. It just is obviously way cooler of an adventure in my opinion. They should do more cave and swimming stuff like that in adventure racing.
Yeah. Well, that
was the first time I'd seen a water cave, an underwater checkpoint, I think.
Yeah.
In a cave. I know that XPD's done them up in Queensland.
I think he had a lot of amazing elements in that they've just forgotten to do or don't want to do anymore.
Mm. So there you go.
Mm. Um, I'm logged out just for a moment.
Yep.
Any chance you can?
Oh, answer some stuff?
No, just mostly think there's certain things we just probably rather not have a big long chat about on here, if that's all right. There.
Liquid Sword did have a question about the updates on Mexican Sir. who plants trees. Any picture of the tree Eric donated for money for the planting.
Oh, just a second. Sunshine State Lover, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. So, is this thing on? Yes, it's on.
Yes. Hold the phone. Let me get you a video. I'm going to make you watch it. I suggest you watch. I can't obviously make you watch it. This is the video I'm sending you as the trailer to our channel. Or you can just click on the channel and watch our videos. We are an adventure film crew. Obviously, you're not seeing us adventuring and filming right now. This is the kind of behind-the-scenes work, and so we have an amazing group of viewers and audience who like to come in and chat with us, and they just hang out with us and ask questions, and we talk about all sorts of things, and we tell stories, and we listen to what's going on in their lives, and so you can join the hangout when we're live and watch the epic adventures when we're not. Sorry for the blurb then. You're a Florida Scot. Well, you gave me a bum steer. I thought you were a new person.
We have several new people on here, though, so that was probably good. You can see there's quite a few people on here. That's awesome. Thanks for hanging on with us, guys, and joining.
Wanting good people.
You know...
Do we work for the government? No.
No, we do not work for the government.
But we've worked with governments before around the world.
Yeah. But some of the topics that I think you're trying to gin up here and bring up, but we tend not to get into politics, religion, and anything, you know, that's going to take a lot longer period of time to discuss. We don't mind the topics. We just don't think this is the venue for it.
Right. We in general, our philosophy here is we like to accommodate and encourage everybody from all walks of life and backgrounds, and we don't discriminate against anybody here, so we keep it as neutral as possible. Is that fair?
I think that's fair. I mean, heck, a good heated discussion about culture or religion is great, but I don't think
I think that's best done with a good friend and a whiskey beside a fire.
Boom.
In the meantime, we've certainly covered some random topics, though. We were talking about science the other day and the role of kind of women in communities and science and the role of biology and all of that. We were talking about that only last week. And we've talked about World War II because we were recently in Okinawa. And we've talked about, heck man, we've had some bizarre chats.
And many that are like not appropriate for here. So go find a good friend and have those inappropriate conversations. Not inappropriate conversations, ones that are inappropriate for this channel.
Yeah, I think we got the point across.
All right, cool. Thanks. I appreciate it. Whiskey helps those, though.
Whiskey.
Definitely helps those conversations.
The slow burner. Don't recommend Fireballs. Fireball whiskey, though, better.
Fireball.
Yeah. They are the best ones. Luke. There we go. Back to work. come back.
And it's gone off the rails.
And the chat's gone off. What's that talking about? It's not gone off the rails. What's your question, Liquid Sword? Liquid Sword said he was bored and he wants a joke. I mean, if you're bored, you could probably go and have a chat with Warning Good People, because he's got some deep questions. Which, while I've certainly got thoughts on them, as I said, we're being chill here. Are you finally taken or no? Ha ha ha! This is like the most longest running thing on this channel. I'm not one to like ban topics.
We just banned a few. You want to throw that one in?
No, I see. This is the problem, Eric. I like these topics. I like talking about this stuff. So I don't want to like not talk about them, but I don't want to, what's the word I'm trying to say here?
Get into it here.
I just, I want everyone to be chill and happy. We've always had a good time on this chat. Anyway, no. Here's the answer. So. Thank you, Denise. That's very sweet. I'm in the middle of cutting a video of our tour of Okinawa. The wind in this is kind of annoyingly loud, though.
Oh, it's a bummer. No, yeah, it's spiking, huh? We can't take anything from our live broadcast, download that and cut some pieces out.
It might be okay later on. It's just this initial introduction. And it kind of depends on how much, like, he goes deep into the history.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to do that. We need to keep this surface.
Yeah,
I've got
bits. I mean, it's important to know.
But there are videos that do that. We're not repeating that.
No.
Right?
No, but at the same time, I think it's, you gotta have some depth to it.
Yeah, but
otherwise it's like, they landed here. Who? Oh, Americans. Why? Oh. You need to answer who, what, when, why, how.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like pointless.
True.
What are you giggling about?
You've gone down in age.
How am I 18?
The other day somebody thought you were like 35. Now you're 18. I think they're just being coy and saying you're young.
Well, it's very kind of you. I appreciate it. I've got, obviously, a good support group. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. What I like is this math here. You're only 18, you got at least 10 years before thinking about marriage.
Can't win on either end there, Viv. I have a question. Why do you have to get married?
Exactly!
I don't know if you need to get married. I mean, I don't think...
Unless the person has a really big bank account and I want part of it.
Oh, well, at least we're marrying for all the right reasons.
I'm joking!
She's not.
I mean...
There's very few sacrifices that Viv will make in life, but I think that might be one. Oh, what's with the freaking goofy looking, really old dude you with, Viv? He's rich.
He's rich. Anyway. framed this way. You're trying to cut something out.
Oh, yeah.
And
The
and
structures.
then didn't move us.
You couldn't. There was a cliff there, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Wasn't there?
Don't know. I was just curious. Just seems like an odd thing for you to do.
Yeah, I've got like these structures here, and I got a little gap, and you guys can't move backwards.
Okay.
No,
No, that's right.
see the path there?
Yeah.
There's big.
I guess I'm wondering if it was possible if we could have reframed, but I guess it says.
I mean, I don't know. Sitting here, I'm guessing I mean, I know I did it to frame stuff out.
Yeah, that's all right.
If I second guess myself, maybe I could have reframed or totally moved or.
It's all right. I'm not.
But I'm guessing I was.
I mean, it is what it is now. Just...
Well, I know that. It's not the best, is it? Background's cool looking. I gotta catch up on this conversation. Holy cow, you guys are moving out on the convo here. Viv, I'll let Viv answer her age, but that isn't her age either. Yes, companionship. Companionship is a good thing for sure.
Cash money, bitches!
Oh my goodness. Oh, hoping for a Plague 3 Marine was hoping for a beach streaming video. Yeah, we want to do more streaming videos out in areas, but we gotta get a better signal system going on.
When was the beach streaming thing a possibility?
I think I was streaming something in Okinawa on the beach when you were swimming, right? Wasn't it?
Okay.
We were streaming something. I was trying to do something. I think that was it. How many vids are we dropping today? Well, I'm setting up a playlist right now. I was wondering if somebody would see that. I'm going to be dropping 4 videos in a playlist.
Oh, yeah. Tell them about your playlist.
Yeah. Let me finish it, and then I'll tell you about it.
Why don't you get them ginned up?
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to catch up with these freaking comments here.
Someone's calling me girly and shy when they draw too much attention to me.
That's not girly and shy. That's Viv and Britishy. Is that a word?
Britishy. Britishy. I don't know if I have much more to say on the topic. I mean, you know, that's it. So,
Case in point.
It's not a shy thing. It's it's actually me trying not to say things out loud that I believe would be
Oh
inappropriate.
yeah, we were streaming when we were drinking beers on that beach.
Yeah.
Up in the restaurant in America Town or America Village or whatever. Remember? There's a picture I'm going to post
You lost
soon.
me. America Village?
There's a picture I'm going to post soon from that.
Oh, literally American Village.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is it? I'm going to post this soon because I haven't had a chance to yet. It's super cool. Where is it? Maybe I can't find it now. Oh, never mind. Anyways, there's a picture I'm going to post that I can't find.
What was the point? Why we're talking about this though?
Well, where we were streaming from the beach live. We're streaming live from drinking a beer there.
Yeah, the trick is trying to get signal
Yeah.
in the randomly remote places that we go. So we're often stuck to Wi-Fi or whatever 3G roaming we have through 4G.
Yeah, so that was only a 5-minute stream because signal just went out. I'm changing over to another provider and hopefully that'll do better.
Love that we still have Easter chocolate
Yeah,
here.
Viv is an Aussie, but she has kind of conservative British-like demeanors.
Conservative in like the non-political sense.
Yeah.
I see no problem with that word. It's got kind of two meanings now.
Yeah. Which I know her pretty well. She just puts on a good face. She's actually not. She's not as she's perceived. She's actually pretty outgoing, pretty fun. I'm going to talk about her right in front of her, right here.
Fucking dropping chocolate everywhere.
She's pretty outgoing, pretty fun, up for about anything, and damn adventurous. But when you meet her, you gotta make it through the armor. Wouldn't you say? I would say so. See, no comment.
That's very cool. Sunshine State lover, Florida Scott. You like the allies, the Five Eyes. British, American, what is it? British, Aussie, American. What is Five Eyes? French and Canada? Is that Five Eyes? Am I making any sense right now?
I wasn't even listening, but Five Eyes?
You've heard of Five Eyes? The spy group. The International Spy Organization.
Oh. Yeah, is that a thing?
Yeah, it's how you guys spy on each other because we do the spying for you.
Yeah.
And you do the spying for us.
We spy by proxy.
Because you can't spy on your citizens, but you can get an ally to spy on your citizens. Five Eyes.
Yes, that's correct.
It's an intelligence alliance comprising of Australia, Canada, New Zealand, United Kingdom, and United States. The countries are parties to the multilateral UK-USA agreement, a treaty for joint cooperation in signals intelligence.
Yeah. That.
Oh, look at this. They're considering kicking New Zealand out of Five Eyes membership because of their links to China.
Yeah, I suppose Australia's next.
China's Communist Party has so much power in New Zealand that Western countries might stop sharing intelligence.
Wow. I didn't know that.
This was only 4 days ago. So this is when you Google Five Eyes and then the news comes up.
So I'm putting out some videos. I want to finish it up, so I'm trying to keep on task over here. So throughout what we've been doing, we don't always get the chance to indulge enough time on a particular topic, or I like something that just doesn't fit for the crew, and so we decided on to put a playlist together called Eric's Sidetracks.
It's basically all the shit I wouldn't let him put in an episode.
Basically that. So like, for instance, you know, me at home trying to prepare sea urchin.
Do you think it's odd that my internet broke when I started Googling Five Eyes?
No, not anymore. 10 years ago I thought it would think it's odd. Now, no.
Curious.
I know too many people who know too many people who know they're listening.
We're being watched, guys.
So we have this playlist where I get to put all my weird, strange shit, and if anybody's interested, they go watch the videos. And it's all, it seems to be right now a little bit food related, but there's going to be all kinds of neat stuff coming up that, yeah, Viv gave me a place to put it.
You watching the NBA playoffs, Plague Marine 7? I noticed that you're from Ohio. I got dragged into a bar in New York by a Ohioan. Have I got that state right?
Yeah. Or what they
Cleveland.
call themselves something else. Ohioans are it's another name they use for themselves. We call them Ohioans. They call themselves.
Please step in, Plague Marine 7, so you can tell us. Anyway, not totally into like NBA stuff and all that, but I just happened to have a friend who's from Ohio, and the NBA playoffs are off, and I got dragged into a sports bar in New York, and it was quite the experience. Watching Boston and Cleveland play. Anyway, just curious. You can add the video where you eat grass on top of a mountain to the list. I think that was in Alaska.
That is
Well, some of Eric's shenanigans do make it onto the crew, and Eric's ridiculousness is actually vital to the success and flourishment of the crew. So I don't squash everything Eric does. It's just sometimes he wants to film a sea urchin for 20 minutes and comes to me thinking that it's quality crew episode material.
Someday I'll get a butterfly.
Right. So you'll notice that the videos that are going up there, we have a moon snail, a sea slug, a sea urchin, and a frog. So quite the aquatic selection. All of which, actually, the frog has been featured in an episode before, but Eric did a more elaborate cut on it. So it's basically Eric eating more weird shit, because believe it or not, there's an excess of that. And then Eric doing these kind of scientific music montage videos of snails, which was, if you remember watching a few weeks ago, if you were here, Eric discovered an old channel of his from 2009 that has a snail video that has bloody 500,000 views on it.
So I thought, why not do another snail video? I mean, the
Which
world
has
could
more
use
views
more.
than our channel. Bloody hell.
It's frustrating for sure.
So it's not a new channel, to answer your question, Plague. I'm just going to call you Plague. I hope you're okay with that. Or Marine 7. I think Marine 7's cooler.
The plague. Can we call him Cyrus the Virus?
No, we're going to call him Marine 7.
All right, Marine 7.
Assuming it's a him.
All right, good point.
Because
Man,
there
we ran
are
into
women
some
in the Marine.
badass women in the
Oh, we did.
Army.
I've been leveled up.
Oof.
Several levels up.
Oof.
There are tougher chicks than me out there. That's for sure. What? Why did that deserve a laugh?
Another Pacific Sea Slug I'm focusing
But
on.
anyway, we were correct. Marine 7's a dude, so we're in the clear. I was rambling about something, but basically, go and check out Eric's new Sidetracks playlist. Oh, that's right. I was explaining it's a playlist, not a new channel. So you just go to our normal channel, because I'm not missing out on any more views from Eric's ridiculous snail videos. Because I was going to ask him to see if he can put the original snail video on our channel, but it's actually quite a terrible video. Even Eric admits that.
It was horrible. But we do see a trend here with Vivian. Not getting married unless he's rich. Not putting ridiculous snail videos out unless I'm getting views. Unless there's something in it for me, I'm not doing anything stupid.
Well, there's stuff in it for you too. What do you want about? Why are you making this sound like I'm like, why did you get out of bed this morning?
I was just trying to,
'Cause there's
I was just
something-
identifying when she'll do stupid stuff.
Oh, well, excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Just saying, we've all got the same motivating factors here, Mr. Scientific Biology.
I was kidding.
Your reasons are worse than mine.
I'm hungry?
No.
Oh. What?
I don't know. I mean, apparently, it's from far as I understand, all men are just out to
Choose
do it.
your words
Yeah, I
wisely.
know. We're about to.
No,
We're about to go into the topic that I just recently steered us away from.
And I steered us away from crashing right into the chat room.
Yeah.
You don't think this is part of that? Fodder for the attraction of.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, I can't have this conversation without using actual nouns. So we're gonna have to. Maybe we should just be that channel that discusses all that stuff, and we just have raging, heating arguments.
Can we do it on another channel? Not this one.
I'll just say words like gun control.
Okay, you stop. People are gonna start.
Right? See?
Then we'd have to
it already gets you crazy.
Then we'd have to do a hangout thing so you can hear everybody yelling.
Viv, Eric can film you telling me how to swim in the ocean without drowning. A how to swim video.
He's trying to get you in a bikini. I know how this works.
Well, if we're swimming out here, I'll be in a bloody wetsuit, that's for sure.
Did we put out you? Yeah, we put out you swimming in a bikini. If you guys might have missed it. Viv swimming in a bikini in Okinawa, filmed by a drone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually just.
Did we live stream? I haven't put it out yet. Did we leave the live stream up? Because I haven't done an edit of us swimming.
It might have been private then, privatized. I don't know what we did with it. Anyways, it was actually quite beautiful to see the rock and the water and somebody swimming through it. I just wish I was better at drone work. We usually hire someone who's good.
Yeah. That's alright, we're learning. New skill.
Alright, we got one more to put up here. This is taking forever chatting with you guys.
Are people starting to watch them? If they are, we would like to know your live feedback.
I don't know. I haven't gone over to look yet.
Well, Denise just said it was a good video.
A good one. Not amazing.
But I don't know which one she's referring to. What have you put up yet?
Everything but the frog.
The frog's actually the only one that I like. Well, I mean, in the sense that I like them.
Wow.
I just don't like that they're. You know why I don't like them?
Yeah, I know.
Like, okay, that came out wrong. I'm saying I'm on board with this whole idea. I've been reviewing fucking snail videos, just something that I've told you.
I do appreciate that she's been reviewing snail videos. This is a big step for Vivian. Most of my snail and butterfly videos are crushed at the card level. They don't even make it off the card.
Terrible.
No, I appreciate being entertained. All right, what was I doing now? Oh yeah.
Back to work. On a video that no one's going to watch. Because they're all going to be watching Eric Snail videos.
No way they're going to watch that. For sure they're going to watch that. Hacksaw Ridge. Viv is working on the Hacksaw Ridge video. Where was I? Last one here. Excuse me. Oh, this is interesting. Marine 7 had an interesting note, comment there.
Oh, you want to read it?
Yeah, sure.
Spaghetti dinner is ready?
No, above that.
If it was not for the normal crew videos, I would not be here, Viv. Now that you guys get to show your personality, the side videos are extra funny. Great! That was the point! Yay!
It's exactly why we did it.
That's the whole idea. So we're kind of trying to push the channel into something that, I guess where most YouTube channels are, where they have an offering of a range of different content, and we're trying to do it in our own way. So we're looking at doing different styles of videos. Obviously we've got our adventure filming stuff that we do, and we take you behind the scenes, but that restricted us to just one video every week. So we're starting the live stuff, we're starting Eric's little side videos, we've been doing some side cuts when we can, we're now starting to put out some more how-to videos. So let us know, I mean, we always appreciate your feedback on this. So if there's a how-to that you've like seen us do something or curious, we're going to make a how-to on it. We've got how to suture, how to put an IV line in, which is our kind of austere medicine segment. We've got how to glide cam, how to machete, what else do you got coming up? How to do a drone motion time lapse.
Mm-hmm.
How to cross a river.
How to navigate, crevasse rescue.
I think a basic one on how to navigate would be really cool.
Yeah.
How to do a crevasse rescue, we could shoot that up on Rainier.
Yeah, totally. That'd be super fun.
So, let us know. We've obviously got Eric's Sidetracks, which is, he'll just keep filming strange animals for that. Tell you what, spaghetti dinner sounds pretty good.
We're gonna be at a restaurant when we're there.
Do you reckon we can hang around a little bit for like a drink or something afterwards? Have you got family duties?
No, we can, for sure. Hey, yeah, be cool.
Groovy! Can we go now? I mean, as much as I love chatting with you guys, I hate being stuck to a desk.
Well, I want to get this last video up, and then I got, looks like, at least almost 2 hours to work on the VO I need to do. Do you mind? I gotta get this shit off my plate, because I got, like, these gigantic lists.
I know! I'm editing! I know what it's like. I've got a fucking gigantic pile of footage to go through. I'm listening to someone describe flanking. What was I going to say? Nothing. We've got to get on our merchandise as well. I think we're going to commit to making some t-shirts, but we just got to, I think we've got to come up with a simple design, commit to it. If you haven't taken our merchandise, I'm going to republicize our merchandise.
Did you see that thing I sent to you that Josh uses for fulfillment and everything?
No. Well, I think I saw it, but then I think I was in the wrong place to do something about it. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
to Google something
Yeah.
and got massively distracted. So I remember what the hell I was Googling.
Okay, I got all 4 out, Viv.
Cool.
All right, so I'm going to move on to my VO. Kunigami, Okinawa, Kunigami, Okinawa. Now, do you want this? Oh, here, listening to something.
Say again?
Do you want this read out in one giant file, or do you want it in, like, want me to read out the first bit?
Just give me one giant file, because then it saves me having to download each little one. I've got because I'll just cut and paste from.
So, second question. I'm going to write all this out. You want to give a proof whack at it, or just read it out? And
Do you want me to read through it with you? And
well, no, it's not ready for that.
okay.
Keep editing. But yes, I think maybe reading it through before I record it would
That's
be
what
good.
I'm saying. So you want me to read through it now?
No, I got a ways to go.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm
not doing any editing on that today, so
Okay.
I've moved on to editing this.
Yeah. I've got it all outlined. It's all ready to go. I just need to write most of it.
I've got the computer.
What was your first thing?
I've got the computer open. I just need to do the edit. Well,
No.
you're trying to make it sound like you were like done, and then you go. It was a funny turn of phrase. You're like scrolling through, like, look, I've got all of this. I just have to write it.
What? My point.
You're like the kid that goes, look, I got my pencil and my thing. I just gotta actually do the fucking thing.
I have it all written out. I need to homerize it. Yes, I get the point. It's all done though.
Except that I have to write it.
Except that I have to turn a pro or two.
Matt Travels has joined.
Hey, Matt.
Aren't you normally in bed at this time? Like, what time is it in Europe? It's like 1 a.m. I mean, I appreciate that you're here. That's really cool. But welcome, Matt.
Okay.
Because I think we lost Luke, Sir Alter Ego. I think he's from Ireland. I figured that much out. And I think he left us a while ago. But it's cool that you're here. Oh, I'm tired.
Okay, so I've got the entire playlist is up. Well, not the entire playlist. The first 4 videos in the playlist are up now. So I've got one in there about preparing sea urchin roe, or uni, as they call it in Japan. How to crack it open and take out its gonads. One on where we were in Beijing, preparing, picking out our own live frogs and having that prepared. And what is one of the other ones? The sea slug. It's a really cool sea slug that I just found on the beach and filmed it underwater. And then the creme de la creme, the sea snail video, recut from new footage. It's a fascinating creature and a vicious animal that injects hydrochloric acid into other creatures and then sucks them out like a spider. Pretty gross looking thing, but I love it. Go check those out, then come back.
Just to clarify, are you guys saying that when you say Tracy Dobson, you're saying, it's gross, and then Sunshine State Lover said, which we all know is Florida Scott, said, I saw the video just now, oh my god, barfola. I assume they're talking about your...
Sea urchin, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is pretty gross.
Have you had any?
I'm going to say yes, so you don't have to feed me any.
They're getting wise to me.
Marine 7 just learned that his wife likes the sea urchin stuff. And said that he's been married for 18 years and never knew it.
Yeah, I just replied to that. Her description of it is exactly what it tastes like.
Oh, what is the description?
Let's you click on the... Yes, smells and tastes like the ocean with a hint of iodine.
Ugh.
It's exactly what it tastes like. It's really good.
No thanks. I think I'd agree with Bobby. Should you have the word eat in there? Because someone down here has a video called How to Open and Eat.
I'm sure you can go and edit it.
How to open and prepare. Oh no, oh the eat is on here.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, any of these you see where there's either, could be better SEO or grammar or whatever, feel free to go in and edit it.
I mean, you change mine all the time. I have no idea how all this nonsense works. I mean, 13 million views on how to catch razor clams. I'm baffled, Eric. I'm baffled.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully these strange videos get picked up like that other one and push them over to check out what we're doing. It's kind of basically these little videos are like advertising units we're putting out there. Hey, look at this cool video. Oh, by the way, look at the other stuff we do.
Is that the best frog one? Isn't there a frog video that like his head's being squished off?
There was a better frog one. Go into the edit and look, and you tell me. I wanted to use the other one, but then I thought...
You think it's too brutal?
I don't think it is. I'm trying to be sensitive to other people, though.
Like that? Oh no, we can't really choose, can we?
No, but go into the... You'll see the one I wanted to use. See it in the middle?
It's too bad there's not the one with the knife in his head. Because that's the better one.
No, we could upload that.
Yeah. Can you upload one where like you can see it's a frog? See the
You can only upload those 3.
No, you can screen grab your own one.
When?
From out of the edit.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't do that. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
I don't have the edit. You have the edit.
Oh, out of the edit. I thought you meant the online.
No, I mean you can do it online way. You can press play on the video, blow it up.
Oh, and just screen grab it, yeah. Yeah, I can grab it out of the edit. Oh. You want me to?
Sorry, I'm here now.
Huh?
I'm here now, I'll do it.
Okay.
What's, do you want this one, or... It's just... Ever-says.
I like the one with the head whacked off thing. Nothing better. Yeah, right? That was it.
That one!
That was it.
I reckon with his hands getting all in it.
But then you can't tell what it is, can you? Right?
I don't think you got close enough. Like you on a I just looked like a green blob.
Ow! That's so nasty.
It's so nasty.
Oh, that's bad. But
that's pretty bad there.
But you can't tell what it is.
I think we just do this one.
That one? Yeah. That's better than the one I have. He's like, shit, I'm gonna be soup in a minute.
I don't think he
Damn it.
even knows. I think if they had an ability to do that, it would be a lot harder to catch them. They'd have organized by now.
You're gonna sue me for having that frog eating video. Come on, man.
Who's
That's
suing
like, people eat that stuff every day. I'm probably gonna get flagged on it. I'm sure YouTube's gonna go, wait a minute, that's too graphic.
you? Really?
But, you know, who knows? I've seen some pretty graphic stuff on YouTube, although they might be flagged.
I mean, do we put a warning on it? What's the rules with this stuff?
I said warning, graphic video. I think I did. I meant to.
Killing of a live animal? I mean, is that allowed on YouTube? I mean, you've got that with a sea urchin.
It just depends. You know, frogs have eyeballs. Sea urchins don't have eyeballs, so you can kill a sea urchin. You know, they don't. People are weird about that stuff. You know.
You didn't say graphic. You said warning food preparation.
Yeah, well, you know.
You're the worst.
Read between the lines.
You know, it's also you're not eating a live frog. Like when you eat the sea urchin, like you kill the frog.
Yeah, I mean, it's more. What I did to the sea urchin is way more brutal than the frog. But
Graphic food, graphic imagery.
no, because then they'll think it's like porn or something.
Graphic food preparation.
All right. How's that different than food preparation?
Because you're saying the word graphic. Is it live frog? You're not eating live frog. That might spark it. Like you're just eating frog.
Preparing and eating live frog.
It's not live.
It was live before it was prepared.
So was my hamburger from McDonald's.
Well, I got it from what other people are posting about frog preparation. Everybody says live frog. That's what everybody goes, oh my god, it's live.
Pretty sure this stuff's been around for because people eat like.
Yeah, you go Google it. There's a million videos on it, and they all have a million views. Frog preparation. I had a pet frog. Yeah. Well, I made friends. It wasn't my pet frog, but I made friends with him for the few minutes he was alive. I petted him, caressed him. Good frog. Frogs are right up there with sea urchins, by the way, in cognitive abilities. In being, I mean.
Nah, they've got to have a bit more than a sea urchin because they're producing.
I'm making a joke.
They produce sounds, so we know they've got vocal cords.
I'm making a joke. I put them in the same category. I put frogs and sea urchins in the same category.
Mate, you put humans in the same category as cows.
Same, yeah, true.
It's brutal over here on the crew. It's getting real. Maybe we should do a bit of sidetracks for all sorts of lovely, fuzzy, warm things. As if that would be.
Yeah, puppies with puppy voice.
Right? Puppies! I could do a puppy channel where I go and rescue puppies.
Oh god.
Although, have I told you about the recent puppy rescue scenario? The thing that happened to me. Here's an anecdote for you. It resulted in me learning how to solder. What do you call it in America?
Solder.
Solder. Yeah. So, my cousins in New York, who I was staying with, she got a puppy from the shelter. And you can see that black thing here. Puppy was like chewing on everything and chewed through my cord. Anyway, puppy chewed through the new cord that I bought as well. So you see these two bits of black here. Once it chewed through the second one, after I purchased a new one, I thought, well, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to buy another $80 charger. So I Googled the problem, and sure as shit, there was a whole selection of videos, mostly from cats, though, that have chewed through cables. But anyway, it's not an uncommon problem, and there's several videos on how to solder. Solder? Is that what you said?
The solder.
Solder. Solder. But how do you spell it? Isn't there an L in there? Does you spell it the same?
I don't know. I don't know how we spell it. Solder. Solder.
Anyway, it's totally irrelevant to the story.
Yeah.
I learned how to join the two together with solder. And but it's a little bit of a trick to it because the negative and the positive wires don't run side by side like they do in most electronics, like your headphone cables. And so what they've actually done, and you can Google this or YouTube it, and is the inner wire is, I think, a silver of some sort, or an alloy of that type, and then it's wrapped around another insulation, which is then wrapped with the copper, which is probably the positive. I don't know which one's the positive or the negative, which is then insulated. So there's, if you can imagine, there's like 3 layers of wire. Is that making any sense?
I wasn't listening. I was.
It's really tricky to do.
Sunshine State Loader here is saying that, and it's a good point he makes. You're going to get resistance, so you're not going to get you're going to get resistance in the current trying to get to your battery. So it's not going to be as good.
No.
Yeah, but it works.
No, I know that. Although my sister actually, when I first thought the same thing, when you would get resistance, although Jacqueline had a different theory, because you're actually creating more room.
A thicker.
So you actually get resistance.
That's if you're That's if you have a nice
you get
clean.
Resistance on the back end.
But that's if you have a nice clean solder.
No. With the amount of solder that I put in, it actually fattens out. So there's more metal now at the joints, so the current can actually pump more into the joint.
No, I get your point.
And then it resists at the other side of the joint when it has to go back.
Yeah, what I'm talking about is clean, meaning that you have clean pass through and there aren't gaps or you'll get oxidated areas where they join or where the solder. Like, if you don't have a clean, like welding, you don't have a clean weld.
Well, my first thought was resistance. Although Jacqueline says with most solder jobs, you actually you don't get resistance. You'll get it'll because it's larger. But anyway, I'm happy for an electrician to step in. I think
you have Matt Travels in here, used to do electronics.
So what is he saying?
So you got to ask him there.
Oh, I assumed he would just chime in with the answer. Chime in, Matt. I think you get more resistance. I just don't know. It's obviously not. It's working. I did a good solder job. It's a green light. Both of them function.
Hey, look at soldering's just like using a glide cam.
Yep.
Not biting.
No.
I tried to enter comedy into this thing.
Yeah, it's soldering. Solder. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Soldering.
But what I was saying is, it's actually like super. It's not a normal typical Mac. Yeah. So you have to insulate the first solder job that you have to do. You have to be really careful because you peel back the copper layers to expose the silver layer underneath. So you have to do 2 lots of wire stripping. Mm-hmm. Am I making sense?
Yeah, I got it. I've seen
like this
wires before. Yeah.
So you have to do like 3 lots of peelbacks. And it's really...
And solder each one and insulate each one?
Yeah. So it was quite the process.
Well done.
That's what I'm saying. I'm very impressed with myself that I did this.
Oh, really? Can we tear it apart and look at it?
Eric got the call at one point, and he's like, "Hey, can we have a chat or some video? We're talking about work." And I was like, "Well, dogs just chew through all my cables. I'm gonna have to figure out." So pause on that. I'll get back to you.
Kimi.
you see the film?
What film?
Hacksaw Ridge?
Yeah.
I just went to revisit it after looking it up. Look how fucking huge they made that.
Oh yeah, it's like epic. That is awesome.
They didn't even make it.
I mean, if you think about it, the vertical gain is probably the same.
No, not even.
You don't think so?
No,
Look at the size of the tree at the top. It's about the same, maybe.
No, look how many men. Look at the size of like one.
Yeah, it's about the same vertical gain. It's
Two,
just straight up
three,
in this
4,
picture.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 men high. I don't think.
No, I'm talking from down where the building was.
Yeah, but
to the top.
even the chaplain
He
said
just went like this.
Even the chaplain said they blew it.
Oh yeah.
They blew it way out of proportion.
It's certainly way out of proportion. Because they made it vertical and it's not really vertical. It's vertical.
I mean, it wouldn't have had any. Yeah, well, it's like most cliffs. It's like the sea cliffs on Dover are like that.
Again, it probably looked a lot more insane.
Well, it had no vegetation.
On that day with no vegetation. Have you seen pictures of it with no vegetation?
Yeah, well, they were on the boards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They look really insane. We're looking at some images of Hacksaw Ridge. Viv is cutting our Hacksaw Ridge edit when we were up there doing some drone work and getting a tour.
It's not quite as epic as the film.
The film has got some... Film, as it does sometimes, represents history a little bit differently.
Well, I reckon it represents the emotion. I reckon it would have felt like climbing up that, even though it didn't. It's like when told me...
What? I'm not criticizing.
You were held underwater for like 3 minutes and it was going crazy.
Did I say 3 minutes? I think I said like a minute. It's like a minute. But as I always say...
It was 3 seconds.
We are writers, storytellers. We give the truth scope. That's what we do. So that we can elicit emotion and entertain. Right? I think that's what we do.
Are we done with this day yet?
No, we're not. Getting there though.
What time do we have to leave for this meeting? Like now?
No,
Great.
like 5 minutes. 5 minutes before 6.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to write about something that I've written about 1,000 times and is not that inspiring.
Why talk about trying to edit it?
I don't know.
It's my 14th edit. No, 16th. 17th adventure racing edit. How about that?
Yeah.
Got some love for the Eric sidetracks.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Matt says he loved them.
Well, thank you very much. I love them as well. That's why I wanted to share them with you guys. There'll be a few of us who like them. Hopefully a few million.
Well, I hope so too, because that equals views. Equals cash money! Man, I'm tired. It's like 8 o'clock at night for me now.
I thought you were a late night person. I thought you were a midnight, 1 o'clock person.
Yeah, I know, but not sitting at my desk, kid bobbing.
Yeah, true. Where are Viv's sidetracks?
Oh, I'll have to think of some.
Yeah? What would be good? What would be good?
I don't really, it's not really, like, again, it's not really kind of part of my brand of, like, my character. Like, you do have these bizarre, weird sidetracks. Most of the shit, because I've been the editor, I've put most of my shit in.
I'm taking mine out nice.
I've taken out the stuff that I'm now letting you have your entire playlist with. I just didn't let you have, like...
I think there's,
long
like, cool
monologue.
stuff you could do that's part of your, who you are, your brand and stuff, but I don't know. You're not, you don't put yourself out there very far, so I don't know if you could do it. Challenge.
But I mean, but I can't even think of something to put myself out. What do you mean I don't put myself out there very far?
You don't. You.
In what sense? I can't think of anything to put myself out for. Like, I haven't been inspired to do anything. I don't really want to eat sea urchin. I don't find that like enthusiastic.
Well, I'm not inspired to do it. It's like I do it, but like eating sea urchin, I easily could have not ever done that or showed people how to do it or eaten it on camera or anything.
Tracy did suggest toilets around the world.
Yeah, that is a good one. But see, I don't think you'd put yourself out there like that, right?
What do you mean? Have you not seen our fucking YouTube channel?
No. I mean, do it like a specific thing where you talk about going into this toilet.
What do you mean? We've done that.
No, I meant as a series, as a thing.
Why wouldn't I do that when we've already done it?
I don't know.
Like, what do you mean put myself out there? I've like pissed and shat on camera.
I've proposed the Viv toilet thing before. Like, hey, wait a minute, let me get you walking up this. Let me film. You're like, no.
What are you talking about? I didn't want you filming me taking a shit, literally.
No, that's not. Still what I meant.
I pretty much there's been a lot of times you filmed where I've gone to take a toilet.
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah.
Because it's been funny as shit.
Yeah.
But we could do better than that, I think.
This worldwide tour of toilets.
I like it, but we could do better than that.
Yeah, you could go around the world as a separate series and just film the world's worst toilets.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I know exactly where I'd start that series.
Nepal.
China.
Not Nepal. Africa.
You didn't go into that one on the side of the road on the way to the airport, man. There's more structural integrity to that one, but it's way more heinous than Nepal's. But
that's true.
Overall, the structural integrity or lack thereof in Nepal's made its toilet the worst because it really thought maybe you'd gone in. So
I've never felt like I would fall into a toilet.
That's what I'm saying.
More so than I did in Nepal.
Exactly. That toilet was out of control.
Africa was like that too. Is this done for? Can we chuck this in the bin?
I don't know. I hate to do that when maybe I need it for something. Like, what if I need a mini monopod to stuff into something? Like in the dirt or sand or I don't know. Or yes, you can throw it away if you'd like. I can buy a new one.
Okay. I wasn't really interested in your latitude and longitude. Can you elaborate on that, Brian? B. Caldwell, he said, I wasn't really interested in your latitude and longitude. What is he on about?
He's making a joke.
About what, though?
I don't think we get the joke.
I know he's making a joke. That's why I said I asked him to elaborate.
I know. Oh, I didn't realize he was making a joke.
Ugh. Je ne sais pas.
What?
Je ne sais pas. Okay, do we need to leave yet? felt that he's not the clearest talker.
Mm.
Like he's like he repeats a lot of words.
Not succinct.
Yeah.
Um, excuse me. You know what I'm finding?
What's going on?
Oh, nothing important. Every time they stop at a different place, I got to get a little blurb about the history of it or something, learn a little about it.
Yep.
So I'm reading about like this lighthouse and then Torrey Beach and this other beach they went to, etc.
Yep.
It's like any tourism body. They're like, oh, Zampa Lighthouse. This is where the first troops landed and where the Battle of Okinawa began. Oh, Torrey Beach. Well, Blue Beach is where the Battle of Okinawa began. Well, Red Beach is where they first landed, and it's like every single beach is claims that's where the battle began.
Well, I mean, it kind of is because they landed at multiple different sites.
Oh, absolutely, but it's just funny how they don't say, you know, the invasion started on this coastline. It's just like literally right here. You're standing on it. But anyways, I could find it quite funny. Ginning it up.
Yeah.
What's Casey saying here about do you want to work at 368? Hey, Viv.
Yep.
I was thinking about wrapping all this up here because we gotta leave. No,
Yay, we can leave.
Well, we're not leaving right away, but I gotta do a few things before we bug out. So
Okay.
I was thinking about saying goodbye to everybody.
All right, people. My day is finally coming to an end.
And we'll probably get on to this week again.
Yep. We'll do it when we can, as we always do.
Yeah.
So everybody, thank you very much. Everyone's eating ramen, refried beans, munchies. And they're all telling us what they're eating.
All right.
I'm saying I could do it.
We're going to a meeting. We got a meeting.
So again, thanks so much for hanging out with us. We'll be back. And I did ask a question about.
Oh.
Let us know what videos you want to see.
Like in general?
Like maybe the how-tos when I was talking earlier?
Oh yeah, what how-to videos? What kind of sidetracks should Viv do? And have you taken a look and answered the questionnaire, about what? Merchandise?
Where did I put the questionnaire thing?
But we're going to head out here.
I'm going to give you the questionnaire merchandise link.
I was thinking, everybody's concerned about Viv being either single or
why are we bringing this up again?
What? Because I was thinking about a sidetracks. I could get a camera, and we could just go out, and all from afar, just follow her into some places going out. We do a social experiment on the approach. See what guys do, how they try to interact with women this day and age.
Here we go. Survey Monkey.
Not all got ignored. We got to know.
No. Nice, but no. Here we go. Survey. No, why did that work?
Oh, you can't post that type of link.
Oh.
They won't let you post outside.
But I did it before.
What? Denise? No, social experiment. Watching how guys do pickups. There's a interesting. I got the idea from an interesting documentary I watched back in I think the '90s, where they did a scientific study on human beings and how they interacted and how men stood, talked, interacted, and all the different things you don't realize that they do to try to attract a mate. It was really a fascinating study. Anyways, that's where that came from in my head.
So for some reason it's not letting me post the survey link, but we have done it before.
Really, in that?
Maybe
or in the
maybe it
comments?
was in the description.
So maybe do it afterwards. I don't know.
Okay, so look out for the survey link. It's on our Facebook page. If you want to scroll back a bit, you will find it. Anyway, thank you very much. We're going now.
I'm getting shut down over here on my idea.
Thank you all for your lovely
have to go.
compliments. I can see them. Thank you very much. Very kind. And
Well,
good evening.
Whoops, I went right out of frame. Cheers. Catch you guys later.